Hello everyone, this is Durrani from VG247 and let's take a look at our top 7 games releasing in November 2021. They are in no particular order and are just games that we think should be on your radar. Make sure you stick around for our honourable mentions segment of the video because your favourite game might just be in there. Who knows? Let's get started. First on the list, we have the latest installment to the Call of Duty franchise. Call of Duty Vanguard, developed by Sledgehammer Games, is releasing on November 5th. It's based on World War II, and in the campaign, you'll be fighting in a few different locations like the eastern and western fronts of Europe, the Pacific, and North Africa. I've actually always really liked the Call of Duty campaigns. No Russian and all gillied up being two of my most memorable missions. What are your favourites? The multiplayer has 20 maps at launch, 16 for the standard game modes, and 4 close quarters maps for their new mode Champion Hill, which is sort of a squad-based round-by-round survival. Zombies is back, but I'm not sure how I feel about zombies these days. It feels a little too convoluted for me personally with all of the Easter eggs and whatnot. What do you think? And of course, later on in the launch, they'll be integrating Vanguard features into Warzone with a new map as well. Another big feature they're adding is an all-new anti-cheat called Ricochet to combat the cheaters that have been running rampant. It is out on Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, PS4, PS5 and PC. Next is Forza Horizon 5 on the same day, November 5th from Playground Games, which is also a day one on Xbox Game Pass. I've always loved how the Forza games open with a cinematic driving experience. You'll be driving across Forza's own depiction of Mexico and it looks stunning. The vistas are strikingly beautiful and really gives you that sense of scale for how big the map is. They are trying something new with Forza Horizon 5 to shake up their old format by introducing a new deep and rewarding campaign called Horizon Story to give the game a little bit more of a curated experience. There are loads of upgrades to the audio, car handling and overall visuals with the introduction of technologies like ray tracing. It's a first party title, so of course it is exclusive to Xbox and Windows. An anticipated sequel, Jurassic World Evolution 2, is releasing on November 9th. It's a management simulator with a narrative-driven campaign, new locations, construction options, deeper customization so you can get your park looking exactly how you want it. And of course, there's new dinosaurs to look after. You actually work alongside the characters from the films to control, conserve and house the wild dinosaurs. There's more than 75 dinos now that have been causing havoc across America. But of course, you have to make sure your guests are happy, so get moving. Leaning more into the films is a new game mode called Chaos Theory that lets you play through key moments from the 6 films with a twist and lets you play through a remixed version of those stories. I'm personally looking forward to trying this game. The last management simulator I played was Roller Coaster Tycoon like 20 years ago. It's out on PS4, PS5, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One and PC. Shin Megami Tensei 5 is releasing exclusively on Nintendo Switch on the 11th of November from developers Atlus, the same creators as the Persona games. It's a single-player JRPG set in a post-apocalyptic world filled with demons. You play a young high school student that's now part demon and you'll have to make many choices that influence the story. And choose wisely because it does have multiple endings. You'll be collecting demons and using them to fight more demons in a turn-based press-turn combat system. It looks really flashy and the progression and upgrade options for your character seem really in-depth. I've never played any of the Shin Megami Tensei games, but I've heard it's a must play on the Switch. It looks leaps and bounds ahead visually from the previous game. Let me know in the comments if you're an SMT fan. One of the biggest games this year, Battlefield 2042, is releasing on November 19th and I can't wait to get stuck in. I've always preferred Battlefield's moment-to-moment gameplay compared to other shooters, but we are finally back in a modern setting. Well, actually we're years into the future, but it's something fresh. I'm tired of using the M1 Garand and Thompsons and Mosins in World War II and 1 settings. I just want futuristic guns and to call down robot dogs and grapple hook around the map. Battlefield 2042 has scrapped the single-player campaign this time around in favor of 3 multiplayer experiences. The standard all-out war mode with Conquest and Breakthrough. The second is a new game mode called Battlefield Portal, which essentially gives players the ability to mod the game and make coding level changes to create whatever they can dream up within the constraints of the Battlefield game series, because you can actually add features from the older games like 1942, Battlefield 2, Battlefield 3 and just remix all of the game modes. And the third game mode is called Hazard Zone, which is akin to games like Hunt Showdown, Escape from Tarkov and The Division's Dark Zone. You'll be deploying as a team of 3 onto any of the 13 maps to retrieve data drives. Data drives are guarded by AI enemies, and there are also other teams trying to get the data drives as well. If you survive and extract the data drives, they work as an in-game currency for you to buy better guns and equipment for you to go back into Hazard Zone with. I'm super excited for Battlefield. I know the beta had some issues, but a recent blog post shows that a lot of the problems are now fixed. I know a lot of people are 50-50 as well about the specialists, but what do you think? Let me know. It's out on Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, PS4, PS5, and of course, PC. A remake for the Pokemon Diamond and Pearl games from the 3DS makes its way to the Nintendo Switch with Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. It releases on the 19th of November, exclusively on the Switch. It takes place in the Sinnoh region and your starter Pokemon are Turtwig, Chimchar and Piplup. We all know what Pokemon is by now, but with this remake there are loads of visual upgrades. Its style sort of reminds me of Zelda Link's Awakening remake. There are now character customization options as well, limited to outfits they call styles. Your Pokemon now follow you again. The Pokemon Underground has seen big improvements and is now called the Grand Underground. It has the same features for you to mine and collect materials. There is also something new called Pokemon Hideaways, where you can find specific Pokemon that were not originally in Diamond or Pearl. The statues in your secret base also influence what Pokemon can be found in these hideaways. I'm not the biggest Pokemon fan, I've always found them a little bit too easy, but I'm gonna grab it in preparation for Pokemon Arceus coming early next year. One of the most popular detective investigators to exist is getting an exotic open world to solve crime in. You guessed it, Sherlock Holmes. On November 16th, Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1 releases, and in it, you'll be playing Sherlock's origin story. It's heavily story-based with loads of interactive ways for you to figure out what you need to know, brains or brawn, because there is combat in this game, but don't go too far shooting at the place because there is a morality system and your companion John will start questioning your ability if you're too heavy-handed. I love murder, mystery and crime, and I'll definitely be picking this up. It seems like there's loads of interesting quests to go on. It's out on Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, PS4, PS5 and PC. Those are our top 7 games releasing in November 2021, but let's do our honorable mentions. Your favorite game of the month might just be in here, so stick around. World War Z is releasing on Switch. Now you can survive the zombie apocalypse from the comfort of your own bed or maybe even out in the garden in handheld mode. Conway, Disappearance of Dahlia View is another story-driven detective game. I'm looking forward to that. In Synthetic 2, you'll be fighting your way through a world overrun by the relentless Machine Legion. Moncage is a beautiful illusion-based puzzle game. And Master the Force again when Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic comes to Switch. That is it for our top 7 games releasing in November 2021. So many big games here to get us through to December. I can't believe we are only 2 months away from the year's end. What are you most excited about? Let us know in the comments below. My name is Durrani from VG247. Peace out, everyone.